Well, we knew the Avs were due for some regression, and unless your name is Cale Makar, you regressed in this one. Avs lose to the Dallas Stars 3-1.
Alex Newhook!
Oh boy.
Whoa!
It has been a long time since I've experienced a hockey game like that. 48-point season. Jeremy Smith starting goaltender. Nate Gennin. 10-1 games. The breakaway.
Back toward Trouba, tipped away in a race for the puck, and Como has a breakaway. Blake Como looking for the trailer.
Yes, this hockey game had some very 16-17 vibes because it honestly felt over about 90 seconds into the game. Look, the Avs got bopped right off the hop in this game. Joe Pavelski just seems to do this to the Avs, and the first goal, well, they just got beat. This puck is heading out to the point where Dallas is controlling in the offensive zone. And down low, you will notice Jack Johnson and Joe Pavelski hanging out on the near post. As the puck takes Pavelski out of the screen, when he appears back in the screen, you will notice Jack Johnson falling over his side of the net, while Joe Pavelski is all alone on the other side of the net. Not great defense, to say the least, so when this shot pass comes through, Pavelski literally just pokes it into an open net all alone. There is one thing Joe Pavelski is unbelievably good at, and that's using his stick in tight to the net, whether it's deflection plays like that or the more standard tip-ins that he is so good at. And he exposed the Avs in this game, showing one of their few weaknesses defensively, tying up sticks in front of the net. The Avs are just not good at it. And that goal in particularly, the positioning from Jack Johnson was horrible, but is what it is. Joe Pavelski owns the Avs. He scores the second goal of the game, too, and it's 2-0. Ryan Murray with clean possession of the puck does not use his head, just throws this puck up the boards. Oh, right to a Dallas player. Great, what a turnover. I'm so happy. We've never seen this before. This isn't anything new. Puck comes through to the middle. It's a little bit sloppy. There is a loose possession where neither team really comes up with it cleanly. Dallas able to hold it in at the blue line, and then everything falls apart. Hey, look! Who's that? Oh, it's Joe Pavelski. That's right. Maybe someone should defend the guy that literally crushes your team by himself all the time. Nah, what if we just let him cut to the middle while Ryan Murray commits to the puck and EJ defends nothing? Seems like a good idea. Oh no, Joe Pavelski has scored. No two ways around it. The Avs were awful in the first period. I think they were pretty lucky to only be down 2-0 by the end of it. Their passing was terrible. Their effort level was low. It just was not good hockey. And that's not great. Obviously, you want it to be better, but it's going to happen eventually. You play bad periods across the course of a season. 6-game win streak helps lighten that load a little bit. You did want to see them respond strong in the second. And while they were better in the second period, it still wasn't very good. I think in particular, the Avs needed more from their best players. While Cale Makar did eventually get his and had some amazing shifts, he wasn't consistently super high, putting the team on his back. The same goes even more so for Mikko Rantanen and Gabe Landeskog. The top line just struggled to really produce anything effective for most of the night. And just as a word of warning, don't look too much into the advanced statistics unless you understand how score effects affect the game, because the Avs completely crushed Dallas in the third period because Dallas was protecting a 3-0 lead. So they outshot them by 1 billion in the third, which makes it look a lot more even than the game actually was for the parts that mattered. There really isn't a ton to say about this game. As I said, it felt over 90 seconds in, and by 5 minutes into the second period, you knew it was over. You were wanting that pushback from the Avs in the second, but it just wasn't quite there, and pretty much pack it in time, especially knowing they have the back-to-back tonight. There were still some decent efforts. There were guys trying hard. Alex Newhook, in particular, I think stood out in that category, and the depth forwards were working. Fortunately, that leads to Nick Aube-Kubel running directly into Jake Ottinger, taking the goalie interference penalty. And for the first time since I've started doing these videos, I'm comfortable saying that that was a good call when it comes to goalie interference. He just straight up ran directly into him, made zero effort to get out of the way. Dumb and unnecessary, and any hope of the Avs coming back in this game was pretty much buried by that penalty kill, as that is where Dallas would get the third goal. I don't really have a problem with this one. If you want to prevent this goal, just don't take the penalty. Dallas eventually works it down low to the right circle. A nice little snap pass here. It's even defended pretty well. Jack Johnson gets his stick on this one, but it causes a weird play where he gets enough of it to slow it down, but not enough of it to change the play. This is also disgusting from EJ. He's not defending two guys in the slot right in front of the net. I get the plan here is for Jack Johnson to stop that pass from getting through, but you can't just leave two guys undefended in the slot. It's not a great look at all, and then Kemper's going to get beat 5-hole by Gurionov. Pretty easy to bin this game from there. Yes, things the Avs have to work on, things that need to be better in this upcoming game against Nashville and going forward, but they take an L in a game at the end of a 6-game winning streak. The winning streak wasn't going to last forever. Just has to be how it has to be. The third period was better. Like I said, the Avs dominated it because the Sharks were comfortable sitting back. Not really a ton to say about it. They continued to struggle to finish their opportunities. The generation was better in the third, as would be expected. And eventually, at least we have a positive here in Cale Makar keeping his goal streak going. You can say whatever you want. The kid is insane. I genuinely believe Cale Makar could cross up NBA players. Avs win a face-off clean in the offensive zone in a 6-on-5 situation, and Cale Makar just sends ankles to I don't even know where. The Shadow Realm isn't far enough away. He's sending these things out into friggin' orbit. They're passing Omicron Persei 8 or something because he just destroys ankles, casually passes the puck off, does it again with the fake slapper, rolls off into a shooting lane, and then throws a perfect shot through all of the bodies and into the net. Looked like it might have gotten deflected on the way in, but Cale's just a beast. Really not much to this game. Pretty straightforward loss for the Avs, where they didn't show up in the first and part of the second periods, and they paid the price for it. So, it's not good. Don't let it happen again. The usual spiel. You know the drill. If they rattle off another 6-game win streak after this game, hell, if they win tonight against Nashville, you don't think about this loss to Dallas again. That is the end of this game video review. Thank you for watching. Head on over to thednvr.com for all of our coverage. I am Rudo, and that really did feel 16-17-y. Not a good feeling.
Avalanche time, come on, grab your friends. We're going to the playoffs again with Nate the dog and Gabe the big. The fun isn't over yet, it is Avalanche time.